Well, I hate to start the podcast this way, but I like starting it where people like most podcasts are professional and then they all know what's going on. But no, not mine ever. I like starting it when people are still trying to do stuff and lagging and posing. That's how we do this here. But this week, I'm joined by people who have a real podcast that people actually like and actually usually works well. So even my terrible podcast is sabotaging them. The Shitty Saw podcast with Branden and Red. Branden will talk to you. Red will talk to us 6 weeks from now once the delay is over. It'll be fine. But thank you guys for coming on. I appreciate it.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for having us. I'm looking forward to this one. I mean, you've been on the show a couple times now, and we like to bring some terrible music to the show each week. And I don't know what Red has. I can't speak for him, but I'm fucking excited to bring you what I have tonight.
For the people that are listening and have not heard me on your podcast yet, what the fuck are you doing? You should have listened. I was on twice. If you like me, you should have gone over there. But if you haven't checked them out yet, it's one of my, I'm going to tell both of you guys, it's one of my favorite podcasts I've ever been a guest on. I really enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. When you have me on, we get to pick a genre, and then we pick music, and then we battle who has the shittiest song and really break it down like game film. And even if you're not a fan of music, you will enjoy bullying someone's art. And that's really what it is. It's a beautiful way of just telling someone, we know you worked hard, and you know you made this famous, but you suck. And it's great to watch the two of you do it because you're both so good at breaking it down. So I figured this week, have you guys just, instead of me talking about it, have you guys do what you do. And then I'll sit here and also comment and just, you guys kind of do a takeover. So.
Oh, absolutely. So I'm ready to go whenever you are.
Let's do it.
All right, excellent. So I think the best way to kick this off is by playing the official theme. It also helps test the soundboard, make sure we're good to go. So
nice.
Hopefully this isn't too loud for you.
What the fuck is this? Fucking thing sucks! Disappointed!
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
Song of the week.
All right, excellent.
Now, hopefully on my end, I did everything. If not, people just sat there in silence for 30 seconds as we all just made faces. That'd be the best, but no, it went through. We're good.
Okay, excellent. So tonight, Pat, we wanted to do something a little different for you. We usually pick, we'll pick a genre and then we'll pick a category within it, like, 90s rock, 80s metal, cover band, et cetera, et cetera. I wanted to bring something that we don't normally make fun of too often on the show because it's always, there's just some songs that are too bad to bring. But I don't know about you, Pat. I live in a state of schadenfreude. I like seeing the suffering and misery in others. I'm an asshole that way.
Yeah.
And nothing brings me... I can't say nothing. There are a few things in this world that bring me more pleasure than watching celebrities try to branch out and do artistic things and fail miserably at it.
Yeah. Like Eddie Murphy, Bruce Willis, David Hasselhoff, all my faves.
Yes, absolutely.
Red just made a move.
David Hasselhoff is the worst, though.
He's German's hero. Germany's hero. If it was Hitler, then Hasselhoff. The H's have it. They love him.
He is like Germany's William Shatner when it comes to music.
Shatner, Leonard Nimoy, they've all done it.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, my God. Leonard Nimoy's Hobbit song is the fucking
It's
best.
the fucking best.
So tonight I thought we'd have some fun by taking a look at songs that were made by celebrities. Now, we wanted to have fun with this, so genres don't matter, years don't matter, and like the celebrity, it could be an actor, it could be an athlete. Like, we just wanted to pick people who are in the higher echelon of fame and just take them down a peg or two. And what better way to do that than by also at the same time shitting on the memory of someone who died recently?
Ooh, yeah. I didn't know Kobe Bryant had a song.
It's funny because that's exactly what I brought.
Oh, nice. Helicopter Landings by Kobe Bryant. It's a beautiful song.
Now, in the 90s, Kobe Bryant he tried putting a little bit in the music. He was featured.
Oh, shit, you're serious.
I'm 100% serious.
For anyone listening, I had no idea. I just made a stupid joke, and I just... Oh, that makes me so happy. Oh, that's great.
That's
I
unfair,
hope it's
Brandon.
I
That is
hope
so
it's Kobe
unfair.
versus Shaq. I hope it is. All right, either way.
You're in for a treat, my friend. So
It's definitely not.
All right, thank God,
Definitely
Red.
not.
Thank God.
yeah, he tried branching out, and he was featured on a couple Destiny Child songs. And Brian Knight did a rap song with him a little while ago. And then he decided, you know what? I'm good enough at this. I'm going to make a solo album.
Holy shit.
And oh, holy shit!
Yeah, I didn't
But
know.
well, you know why he didn't know is because he only recorded one song off that album, and that was going to be the hit song. And it was such a colossal failure and an embarrassment to him that he decided to scrub the album and tried to bury this fucking thing.
He covered
So-
this better than he did his rape.
Yeah,
Where do you find this shit at?
I do my research.
The Kobe Bryant rap that no one knows about. Oh, I love this.
And it gets better because the hook is sung by none other than Tyra Banks.
Whoa. Also
Oh.
not a singer.
Yeah, oh, yeah, definitely.
Backgrounds by Carl Lewis.
This song is all over the place. It's so fucking weird.
Oh, I can't wait.
It has a
Is it about
bizarre-
basketball?
Kind of.
Ah,
It's
okay.
like there are. It's partially about how he's great at basketball, how he is badass, and at the same time he's trying to seduce a certain woman. So
Nice.
it's like a love song and a diss track at the same time that is set to a sort of Latino kind of beat with the most obnoxious bass that you've ever heard. It buries the mix. Like, what you're gonna hear, I didn't do shit to it. This is how
Okay.
it.
Nice.
So the name of this song is called Kobe. Just K.
He's like Bad Company. We're gonna call it Bad
Right.
Company, and the song's Bad Company, the album's Bad Company. We're Bad Company.
This kind of reminds me of like a
Wait a
really
minute. Kobe is an anagram for something?
no.
No.
It's just you would think that. You would think because the way that they break it down in the song is they spell it like that. It's super choppy. So you think that it would mean something, but no, they're just saying his name. And this is like his answer to writing a very shitty Will Smith song is the best way I can describe this. But yeah, not in a fun way either. So I present to you Kobe Bryant with Tyra Banks in Kobe. So here we go.
Nice.
And I have the lyrics too if you can't figure out what they're saying.
Ooh.
The finger snaps, nice touch, I gotta say. But here we go.
Once again. Flawless. Come on. Right. Yeah, it's like this. What I live for? Basketball, beats and brawls. From Italy to the U.S. Yes, it's raw. I'm in search for one to make my wealth feel poor. Who can ignore the spotlight light for glamour? Am I done for? Have I found the ore? Should I search still? There's plenty of women with sex appeal in the still. Can't complete the package. All I date is actresses. The play is safe to them. My money ain't big, but I must take risks to find a honey that's legit. But did she push a bucket of 6 months with some mad chips?
So I don't know if you noticed it, but
It's cutting in and out a little bit. I don't know how clear it was for everybody. I can hear him. You can hear a little bit of the merengue, but like some of the bass is making it cut out a little bit. So hopefully the listeners could hear how bad that was so far.
right. I hope there wasn't any issues. But yeah, the bass is a huge problem in this because it is so overpowering. Like, look, I know a lot of rap music, especially around this time, that was kind of their thing, was like making you had to feel the music literally with the bass, regardless of actually being able to hear it. So there's a lot of that in this. But if you actually listen to the lyrics, he can't pronounce the names of countries. He calls it Italy instead of
Yeah,
Italy.
yeah. Well, he is from Italy. He's an Italian native. His father lived in Italy, and that's why he had the Nutella sponsorship. So maybe he thinks he's saying it the right way for his Italian people. He was actually going to try to play for the Italian basketball team instead of playing. Yeah, he fancies himself Italian because his dad, Jelly Bean Bryant, played in the Italian leagues for a while. Yeah, I know too much about Kobe.
So I was just being culturally insensitive.
Yes. That's what they say Italian because he put the I in Italian, so he did that. I like the beginning trumpets because when you think Kobe Bryant, you think a mariachi band at Puerto Vallarta, and that's what I think of right away. Just trumpets and it makes no sense to the song, but I get what he was trying to do. It's like I'll get a little Latin flair because he probably only can do like one little dance move. It's like shake his fist a little bit. He probably doesn't have any rhythm, so I'll just go with this.
And it's weird because like the beat could work if you had the right person featured in this. Like if you was like featuring like Shakira or someone to go along with this, I feel like it would work a lot better. But then all of a sudden Tyra Banks is about to show up in this shit. And
well, I bet you he was like, "Oh, remember when Carlos Santana and Rob Thomas got together? That was good. Let's do that." But I can't afford Carlos Santana. You think Tyra Banks can be Spanish sometimes?
But at least Rob Thomas and Santana were musicians.
Yes, they both. That's the one thing they had in common. Nothing else. They were both musicians. That was the one big difference here. Is Red able to chime in?
If you
I
can.
give up.
Already?
Yeah, I give up.
You could give up. Adios mio.
Yeah,
That's
this is
Spanish,
not at
right?
all what I thought it was going to be.
What did you think it was going to be?
Well, I mean, it's of course it's what I thought it was going to be. We do this show every week, but what I'm saying is, like, I feel outgunned already.
Oh, because whatever you're bringing to the table isn't Kobe Bryant and Tyra Banks.
Yeah.
Nothing is.
Well, cheer up, Red. You might just have me beat. You haven't heard Tyra sing yet. She could save this for you. This could turn into a great song because Tyra shows up.
Yeah, just because you chose Kermit the Frog singing Somewhere Over the Rainbow doesn't mean that it can't be a good hit. Okay, go.
No, that is definitely not going to happen.
I hope you picked like a wrestler like Hulk Hogan singing like the wrestling hits. But go ahead, continue to play it. Hopefully the audio is coming through. But either way, this is awful.
All right. Well, I'll let you know what she's singing in the chorus afterwards because you can't fucking tell regardless.
Okay.
Our own, or nobody moms and pops home, my style fashion, Adidas, attire, or Timbo. I don't know, yo, these women come and go, like the wind they blow. How do I know it's you for sure? When God talks to me, give me a signal, but until then, on my
Signal. All right, now I'm not hearing it at all. We're not hearing it.
You don't hear the music or anything?
No, it was here. I heard him say Signo because he tried to rhyme that with yo instead of signal, and then it just cut out.
All right, let me try that one more time then.
I know it's you for sure. When God talks to me, give me a signal, but until then, on my ears, here's the steady flow. Come on.
It's fading out. But I don't think the world wants us to hear Tyra Banks. They're like getting mad. Like they'll let me hear Kobe, and the second she tries to speak, like I don't know if you believe in God, but whatever higher being there is like, no, you can't hear Tyra Banks. You're not allowed to.
Well, since that's the case, let me tell you what she's singing.
Please do.
She's spelling out his name KOBEILOVEU. So Kobe, I love you.
Yes.
I believe you are very fine. If you give me one chance, I promise to love you and be with you forevermore.
Did they ever date?
No, I don't believe so.
What?
So
he just paid. So these were just lyrics for anyone to sing, but he got Tyra Banks.
right. This is a bunch of random nonsense like thrown in. Like there is nothing about this song that ties in together with any of it. He starts rapping about how good he is at basketball, and then there's like the chorus is about how this one woman wants to love him forever, and the second verse turns into this like romantic sonnet to her and shit. It's so fucking bizarre.
No, it makes perfect. That's the NBA lifestyle. You play basketball, you're selfish, and you think hot women want you so much that you had enough money to pay Tyra Banks to go pretend like you love me. She's like, what? Like, I don't know. Here's your lyrics. She's probably like, oh, I want to sing a song. Wait, I have to sing I love you, but aren't you married? He's like, whatever, I'm Kobe. And then she has to do that. I think this is exactly what every NBA player thinks all the time. I think he actually captured the NBA lifestyle. Kobe, I love you. And I wonder how many times she spelled it wrong.
Had to be at least once, right?
She's like reading off an eye chart. Kobeilove. It's like, okay, try the other eye.
It's a lot, Pat, to be able to spell.
Even though she's saying.
Long way.
She can't. That's how bad it is, right? We're not even allowed to hear it. The internet is stopping us from hearing her sing, which I think is amazing. But we can hear Kobe. That's the weird part. I don't know why it's cutting out just Tyra, which I find hilarious.
Well, I think a lot of that is also the way that this song is mixed. Because I don't think that this was done in the professional studio. I feel like he had a friend who was trying to make it in the rap game, who had a laptop that could mix this shit together, and this is what he got out of it, which is insane because he had fucking money. He could have paid.
Yeah, he's not poor. One thing Kobe Bryant isn't is poor. He definitely could have got a studio. I don't know who wouldn't have signed on to this because obviously people would buy it. I mean, there's a lot of basketball players. Iverson sold a lot of records. I mean, and it's all garbage, but they all try it.
Oh yeah. I mean, guys, we have like 3 more minutes of this shit.
Holy shit! All right, go ahead.
Hopefully you can hear her a little more as it goes on, but.
Okay. Check this out though. Real love lasts. Now do you love me or my cash? My name fame, drop top Benz with a wing dash. You know my stash. Withdraw G cash, platinum, US Express. No paper cash. Spend it all now. Our kids still be rich cash. If it's half, stocks and bonds. Laugh when it crash. You the type to brag. Even jewels you flash. Type with your ex-man that pushes jack. Type that love no scrubs. Her pigeons and got mad. Type that can't stand a woman with her own cash.
Okay.
A lot of money. A lot of money talk.
Right. I wanted to mention that. Like, there are at least 8 lines in this that he rhymes cash with cash, and then he'll change it up to another word that's like, in a flash, and then he goes, and then somehow he tries to rhyme cash with jag and mad, and then goes right back to cash again.
Yeah, he did that, and he said X-Men somehow, and then I was like, is he going to talk about the X-Men? And then he went back to cash, and I'm like, oh, he just likes cash. He named credit cards. He named his cash, his money, his cash, his checks, his cash, his bank account, and his cash. He likes the word cash.
Yeah, and I can see your confusion. It's not the X-Men. It's X-Man, like your ex-boyfriend or whatever.
Oh, I thought he was saying he had so much cash he could buy like the X-Men, like all of them, like Charles Xavier, Magneto, all of them. He said, no, you're X-Man, which is just your ex.
Right.
No one
And
calls
so,
him your X-Man. That'd be great if you were a girl like, I broke up with my X-Man, and then a bald man in a wheelchair came out. It's like, holy shit, it's the actual X-Man. And in basketball, there was a player before his time that was Xavier McDaniel, who was known as X-Man as well. But it's not him, so I don't think it's that X-Man.
oh shit.
There's a lot of X-Men. Maybe his ex used to fuck Xavier McDaniel or Patrick Stewart.
That could be it.
Jean-Luc Picard. All right, so you go ahead. Continue more of this.
Yeah, Red's flabbergasted over here.
Yes.
Like Lime, claim she ain't rap. Type to get out in public, refrain my hand from the slap. No time for y'all. Too busy for y'all. Plenty of times turn me on, then turn me off. Try to show off. Get lost, grow up. Real women, roll up. Let yourself go. If you feel this, let me know. Come on.
Now I got her. Yeah, she's doing it. Kobe fell into a trap that a lot of rappers who don't know how to rap do. When he runs out of rhymes, you just say, come on, at the end. Like, so if you don't know, you're like, I had a sandwich, come on. And then I wanted a manwich, come on. Like, because you don't know if it's working, so you just yell, come on. And you're like, I can rhyme come on with come on. Maybe chameleon. And like, that's it. And then that's it. Like, when you run out of words, you just yell, come on a lot.
He is his own hype man, and as his own hype man, he is fucking depressing. Like, this is the sad. He's just like, yeah, I guess I'll do it. Come on, yeah, sure.
Yeah. Well, I think at one point he starts realizing how cheesy it is that he's doing this. And he's like, I think it's kind of like when you watch Eddie Murphy sing the Party All the Time song, and he's rocking out. And at one point you look at the video, and he kind of has like the moment of clarity. He's like, oh no, what am I doing? If I was doing Raw right now, I'd shit on me. Like, oh no. I think that's what Kobe's doing. He's saying to himself, come on, You could do better than this. Come on. You could have got someone better than Tyra Banks. Come on. Like, could Halle Berry sing? Is that the same time frame right now? Come on.
But this is definitely by the second chorus. He is realizing that he does not have a career as a rapper.
Oh, no. I thought he had a chance.
No, he does
He's
not.
doing worse at rapping than Michael Jordan did at baseball. Like, if you had to, like, choose the second choice, like, Shaq was better in that movie where he was kind of RoboCop than this.
Brad, you got anything you want to chime in? He's quiet over here tonight.
I don't think he knows how to.
Well, with the delay, it's kind of weird for me to even say anything. No, I mean, it's just like on the opposite end of the fucking spectrum from what I have.
But don't worry about what you have. Chime in your knowledge on this. How are we wrong? Are you enjoying this? Maybe in delay, it's a better song. When maybe you get like fine wine. When you get to hear it 5 seconds later, is it better?
No, it definitely isn't.
Oh no.
I'm just taken aback by the whole thing because this is not the direction I thought we were going with it. But okay, either way.
What direction did you think he was going to go in? It's a shitty song. Oh, you chose something good. I'm intrigued.
No, I
by
didn't choose
whatever you
something
have.
good. If I choose something good, it wouldn't be on the show.
See, that I don't know
mean,
what.
It's just completely different.
Now I'm so curious what you brought. I'm ready to just say fuck it. You know, you don't need to hear the rest of my song.
Now it's going to be like Carl Malone singing country. It's like, oh no, it's worse. I hope that's out there.
Oh, no,
All right,
no,
get
not
through,
that either.
Get through
Not
Tyra
that.
Banks rhyming or spelling, please.
Okay, so you can actually hear her this time around.
This second time around, we heard her spelling Kobevi. Yeah, we got the whole thing. And you're right. I was better off when I couldn't.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I believe we got one more verse to get through, so here we go. I forgot all about that.
He threw some uhs in.
Yeah,
That's almost like when we did the boy bands and Timberlake started doing the beatboxing. I think Kobe versus Timberlake beatbox would be a good sling blade battle.
That would be.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I am me all along. I'm eyeing you. The hunted become the hunted. Girl, I'm praying on you. Beautiful. Once we share a mutual passion is tailor-made, so for us it's suitable. Uncontrollable desire flows to me when you say my name. Such lust in your slang. No time for games. The game to play. What a shame. Can't get with you. When the door hit you with a Lord split you. I figure hourglass figures could be dangerous, cause if time runs out, they frame me for your clout. They have in the past. A wide stereotype class. All dimes and money ass. Speaking for a brother's cash. Slash fame. Slash power. Slash respect. Your buck. Threat to scrubs. Love, what do you want? Come again, let me know. Let the words flow from the bottom of your soul. Come on.
All right, so when you say my name, such lust in your slang. What the fuck is that? And then he decides to rhyme that line with no time for games. The games I play, all the same. This is just fucking lyrical nonsense.
Yeah, but you're not saying it with the same passion that he has. When you say my name, you say lust in the name. Like he's doing. The more he goes on, the more he goes into like this Willy Wonka-esque. It's like, and my favorite is like the rhyming of, it was mutual, and now that thing is not suitable. It's like he's speeding up to let you know he knows syllables and words at the end. Just go suitable, mutual. It's like. And it's just like, it's really corny 80s rapping over 90s. Like, he's almost 10 years farther back. He's almost doing like a Sugar Hill Gang type rap type thing, but like a bad version of it. And you always also know a rapper has no bars when they have to go to old sayings. He's like, the hunters become the hunted. Like, he's out of words. He's done.
Yeah, and let the door hit you where the good Lord split you was thrown in there.
Yeah.
And then he tries to throw in his version of big words. Like, I never expected to hear the word clout in a rap song. And I was gonna give him credit for that, but then he never rhymed it with anything. He just threw that word in there, and then the next word he tries to rhyme it with his glass. Like, what the fuck
Yeah.
is that?
He's like, if you don't like me, then you don't respect my clout. And if you don't like, you can get the fuck somewhere else.
That's about it.
Yeah. It's like, there's a word. There's a word, Kobe. You got it. You got it. Like, what do you mean? Nothing rhymes with that. It's like orange. Like, it's not like orange. It's the exact opposite of orange.
Shit. All right, well, let's finish this train wreck.
But the
I'm still
music.
trying to figure out who he sounds like. He sounds like another rapper.
Yes, he does, and I'm also trying to figure it out, and it's not good. But there's someone there. It's very Will Smith-esque, like you're saying that it is early Will Smith type. Before
Yes.
Summertime and all that, it's got that kind of
Yeah.
feel to it. It's also got a little bit without the lisp of Mace, kind of like that over the top, like just fun, cheesy rhyming. But I have to give them credit. The music and besides the bass being loud, it's not the worst music in the background. It's pretty catchy. These two are ruining it. But if you just had this and had someone else rapping over it, it could be pretty decent.
Oh, absolutely. This has all the makings of being a good song. Then you threw Kobe Bryant and Tyra Banks into it and fucking destroyed it.
Like if you took this background and then did like a weird mashup with Rico Suave, it could be really good.
Yeah, there you go.
By the way, he's worse than Rico Suave. This is up there with Rico Suave and Right Said Fred are the two
Way
things I
worse.
put things against. Yeah, he's worse than those two people.
Oh shit! All right. Well, we only got a little bit left of it here, so let's just finish it out.
Oh, come on, do it again. Spell my name again. Come on. It's so weird that she's singing. Why is Tyra Banks singing and not even singing, just spelling?
Yeah. Why is she spelling? That's a great question.
Why she could sing Kobe, I love you, Kobe, I love you, Kobe. She could do that, like KOBEILOVU, or spell his last name, Bryant.
And the way that you just did that, that's the same amount of syllables as it would be if you spelled it out. Like, what the fuck are you doing? You're not saving time. You're not making it more rhythmic.
And we would know what the fuck you're saying. I have to sit here a song and then spell it out. Like KOBEI. Is it Kobe? I'm like, oh, wait, no, they're doing hello. And by the time I'm not even listening to the words now because I'm too busy trying to figure out your fucking word scrabble.
Yeah, it's not a great message to spell out.
No. Kobe, what are you doing? Is this before rape, Kobe?
This is 2000 Kobe.
Oh, I think he already did. I'm trying to think if he already raped.
I couldn't remember when the rape was.
No, I think rape later. This is because this you don't do. I think this would be the thing he regrets more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. He had to buy his wife 2 rings, one for this song and one for the rape.
That's it. Shit. Well, that's the vast and great career musically of Kobe Bryant. This
KOBEDONTRAPEME.
Yep.
That spells Kobe Don't Rape Me. That's his new song coming out soon.
Oh shit. So now I'm really fucking curious, Red, as to what you got, because you're painting this picture of a
Yeah, it's gonna be something good because Red's doing this thing. It's like, oh, I didn't realize. It's gonna be like this epic, wonderful thing. Like somehow, I don't. It's somehow like Jeffrey Epstein and Harvey Weinstein put together like a rap battle, and you found it. Oh
No, see, it's not anything like that. See, whenever we did celebrities, it's Eddie Murphy, it's fucking Kobe Bryant, it's Mr. T, it's Eddie Murphy, you know what I mean? And I went somewhere way out in left field with this.
Okay.
So, Pat, are you familiar with the Hollywood Vampires at all?
Wait, that's the one that has Johnny Depp, right? And he's in there and he plays guitar. And then who else is it? There's other famous people in there. But there's real guitarists too in it.
It's Alice Cooper, Johnny Depp. It's Alice Cooper, Johnny Depp, and Joe Perry.
There you go. I knew there was 2 real guitarists in there, and then Johnny Depp. They came to the casino where I perform a lot at in Connecticut, and a friend of mine met Johnny Depp and said it was really cool to meet him, but it wasn't cool to watch him perform.
That sounds about right.
Oh no, his voice is terrible. I'm not a real fan of his. Like ever since he done Pirates of the Caribbean, like his voice evolved from like a regular Johnny Depp to he's just Jack Sparrow all the time.
Well, I mean, once you die in the
So his
ocean,
singing
it's hard to
voice
come back.
me- his singing voice to me translates. Well, I mean, his singing voice translates into everything he says sounds like Jack
See,
Sparrow.
I didn't realize he sang.
even when he sings.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. I've heard of this band. I have never listened to this shit.
No, but I would have thought Alice Cooper would have sang. He's a singer.
Right.
Even Joe Perry does backup vocals. You wouldn't think Depp would be the one singing.
Well, the Hollywood Vampires is an idea that I think Alice Cooper had back in the 70s. It was a drinking club for him, John Lennon, Harry Nilsson, a couple of other, I can't remember them now, but it was an old drinking club back in the 70s, and they turned it into a tribute to fallen rock and rollers, and all they do for the most part is cover older songs. You know what I mean? Like they have some original shit, but the whole premise behind the Hollywood Vampires is to keep the name alive of the old rockers that didn't get to make it.
But then no one else cool wanted to be in it, so they got Johnny Depp. Because you just named cool people. John Lennon and Harry Nilsson. That's a cool hang. And then you're like, wait, Johnny Depp and all his scarves are here? Like, oh, good. Do you have enough scarves? Are you cold? No, I need 7 more scarves.
That's what I'm saying. He walks around in this Jack Sparrow persona. I mean, it's
and Joe Perry is not even the coolest guy in his own band.
No. Hollywood Vampires have these guest spots where they do songs with like Duff McKagan from Guns N' Roses, or what's the guitarist from Stone Temple Pilots? Something McLeod or something. Anyway,
okay, the one that's not dead.
Marilyn Manson's done a couple songs with. Yeah. So they have different people in the group, but the 3 main musicians is Johnny Depp, Alice Cooper, and Joe Perry. Now, in 2019, they done a song by David Bowie. Sorry, had a brain fart there for a minute. The song called Heroes.
Oh, no. I love Heroes. They covered Heroes?
I don't know if you're familiar with it. Yes, they did.
There's been some decent covers
I'm gonna
of
go ahead
Heroes.
and tell you. Yeah, well, this isn't one of them.
Fuck.
Johnny Depp's voice, I've already been talking about his voice this whole time, but his singing voice does not fit this song at all. I know the David Bowie original.
David Bowie has a good one. Jacob Dylan did one, which is really good. Even Puff Daddy did like a rap thing over for the Godzilla soundtrack, which was actually pretty good too. But I try to even imagine. I don't even know if I know Johnny Depp's voice because I just know him as playing characters. So I don't even know if I would know it was him.
It's very pretentious. He has the most pretentious voice in all of Hollywood.
Ooh, I like that. I said good day, sir, like the Willy Wonka voice.
This sounds like a Jack Sparrow cover of Heroes.
By the way, how good is the Captain Jack Sparrow song by Michael Bolton and the Lonely Island Boys? That's the best song.
Fucking amazing.
It's one of the greatest songs of all time.
Yeah, that's great. Well, here we go.
All right.
All right, so here's the Hollywood Vampires doing Heroes. Maybe. Come on.
Oh, the anticipation. There it is.
Uh-oh. Oh, here we go. Can you go up a little bit with what your volume? nothing. Oh, I like together. He's almost trying to be English.
Yeah, he doesn't even move his lips when he talks or when he sings.
There's no that song is all about emotion at the beginning of it. And it's just like,
Like, it sounds like you two trying to like write a song for the Breakfast Club soundtrack. I'm waiting for Johnny Depp to be like, "Don't you forget about me."
Yeah, it's got that. Yeah, the very like Thompson twins, like don't you? Yeah, very much like I'm English. It's like when Madonna talks now, and you're like, wait, you're not from England, and she's like, I'm from England now. It's like, no, you're not. You're just an actor or whatever. You're not even an actor. You're whatever the fuck you are. Yeah, he's just like. You're right. It's pretension. Now we couldn't hear a lot of it there, but the guitar didn't sound bad. But I expect the music to be really good. You've got Alice Cooper and Joe Perry. I expect them to be good, but I also don't know why they're in this.
See, here's the thing, though. To me, Joe Perry's guitar parts in this song, my 10-year-old could do it.
Yeah. Well, most of Joe Perry's shit your 10-year-old could do. I mean, like, but he's still Joe Perry.
Yeah, I mean, it's like 4 notes through the whole fucking song. Like, if you listen to the David Bowie version of this song, it's not. I'm not gonna say it's complex, but there's more to it than this shit.
Yeah, but everything with David Bowie is complex.
I think what they've done was just drug the notes out a little bit. I haven't listened to the song very, very much, maybe 4 times all day. But what I got out of it is this guitar pisses me off because it's long, it's drug out, it's droning, it doesn't shift at all. It's the same shit through the whole entire song.
Well, you made a good point with one term you used, drug out. Your 2 musicians have been drugged out their entire lives, and now they're being asked to role play with goddamn Johnny Depp. So they're like, all right, we want to get into cool places. It's fun that our 20-year-old girlfriends think it's cool that we know Johnny Depp. So we'll do his guitar thing, whatever. But yeah, Joe Perry's done a shit ton of drugs. Alice Cooper, my God, he's on so much drugs he doesn't know he has a lady's first name. Of course they're on drugs, and they're going to play 4 notes. They're not going to try hard. They're not going to sell any more albums with this than they would with anything else they've ever done.
Yeah, they really don't need to try.
No.
That's the same thing can be made about Kobe's song. Like, it's not like he was a struggling rapper from the beginning trying to make a career. He was a famous athlete at this point, and then just said, fuck it, we'll just go for it. That's all this is.
Yeah, but the difference is, at least I was like, you said, oh, it's Kobe and it's Tyra Banks. Okay, no one here can do anything. It's just 2 people trying their best at something different. The fact that Johnny Depp has fucking Joe goddamn Perry and Alice fucking Cooper, I mean, like if Tyra Banks wasn't there and Whitney Houston did it, and you're like, holy shit, he got Whitney Houston and she's got to sing, she's got to spell Kobe. Like, that would be the worst. If I love Kobe Bryant, like, that would be the worst. But I would definitely be like, okay, then I feel worse for her that she got forced into that. I feel bad right now for Joe Perry. And he's probably like, yeah, I'm not going to try hard because no matter what I do, people are like, is he trying to pretend? He's like Milli Vanilli-ing David Bowie because he's kind of like trying to do that. He's not singing his own version like a real cover would be. He's not putting his own spin on it or anything. He's just trying to sound like David Bowie. But it's not going well.
Well, see, to me, he doesn't sound anything like.
Oh no, I'm not saying he's doing it. He's doing it his job. I think he's trying to sound like he didn't sound like Willy Wonka and fucking Charlie and Chocolate Factory. He fucking did a whole new thing and he turned into goddamn emo Phillips or something. It's like I don't know what he always takes on some different fucking version of something and ruins it. It's what Johnny Depp does, but with scarves on like a man.
To me, he sounds like Jack Sparrow through this whole entire thing. You're getting ready to hear some background vocals from Alice Cooper and Joe Perry, though. So get ready.
Now, hopefully,
it's way better than Tyra Banks.
Now, so far, the music's been a little choppy in and out. For people that are watching this, I can't just go find these songs and you'll enjoy it even more. But yeah, but just listen to our commentary. But yeah, it's been a little choppy in and out, so we couldn't really hear too much of him. Hopefully, we can hear a little more.
I mean, I can play it on my end if need be, too.
I think everyone's better off for not hearing it, to be honest with you. So.
I mean, really, for a group of professional musicians, they sound like a seventh grade band at a talent show.
It really my nephew
Right.
has been learning guitar,
Like a
and
talent
he's
show.
very good for his age, and he does do it at talent shows. But you're going, wow, he's really good for a little kid covering White Stripes. But you don't sit there and go, why isn't he like the White Stripes? Because he's a kid. That's what this sounds like. It's something like kids in like sixth grade got together and they got the four chords. You could watch their face struggling as they switch the chords. And that's what it sounds like there. So I think Joe Perry was probably like, he probably partied the night before with Johnny Depp, woke up, and he's like, you're not allowed to leave. I have your car keys until we do Heroes. He's like, oh, come on, man. I got a headache. This sucks. I got to go. And he's like, nope, not until we do this, Joe. You're not going. And he keeps calling him Steve Perry. He has the wrong one. He thinks he's got Steve Perry. And he's like, when are you going to do some vocals and we're going to do Journey? He's like, I'm not. I'm the other Perry. I'm Gaylord Perry. I'm the third Perry. I'm whatever other Perry. I'm Luke Perry. It's all the Perry. He should have just got all the Perrys and just got them. I would listen to that. The super band of Perrys. And they're Canadian and they're called Perry A. That would be them. Oh, that's the best band ever. Perry A.
That's it. And can we have the fact that Johnny Depp might have the most monotone singing voice?
Well, he can't sing. He's doing Shatner. He's doing spoken word almost.
Well, it sounds like he's singing with his jaw wired shut.
Yeah, but Kanye did that better.
Yeah, there you go.
Kanye made one of the greatest songs ever, The Wired Mouth. So what the fuck?
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Come on.
Boom.
There, yep.
There it is.
You can start singing it.
Oh! Away! See, now the guitar sounds like it's the beginning of a show on WB. Like, you know, like when they have the theme song and you see the characters popping up, they're like kind of vampires, but not really. It's like, wow, when you see like your character, here's Handsome Man and Pretty Lady and Nerd One, and they all pop up. That's kind of what that feel has there. But
like I'm more upbeat, what we do in the shadows, sort of.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's kind of like you're waiting for like Vanderbeek to pop out or something, like out of a boat, and just Dawson's Creek new version. Ooh, it's better. Now it's their kids in the creek, but it's like still creaking. That's the sequel. Yeah. But that's the kind of thing it has there. And then Johnny Depp is like, when he's singing now, I can almost see him reading the words like in karaoke. I think it's what he's doing. I think it's karaoke because he's like, no, he's waiting for the next word to pop up, and today it's like, oh, okay, there it is. He's waiting for that next word to pop up. Maybe that's what they did. Maybe they just maybe he doesn't even know he's in a band. Maybe they just went to karaoke and they recorded it on him.
Yeah, that might be it.
Well,
and I'm pretty sure we came across
that. You just sat through. Oh, not yet. You haven't heard his high. That's what I was getting ready to say. You heard Johnny Depp, or you heard Joe Perry's solo stuff and his 2-3 notes that he played for an entire minute and a half. Now comes the worst part of this entire song.
Before you play that, I feel like you're shitting on I feel like you're shitting on a lot of musicians who just play 2 or 3 notes at a time. There are musicians who can do that. David Gilmour from Pink Floyd can hold a fucking note for 5 minutes and it'll bring me to tears, unlike how fucking Joe Perry is doing.
Yeah, but that's drugs.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
it's
okay.
the delivery. It's the delivery. Man. It's the delivery.
That's like David Gilmour
I'm
with
pretty
learning
sure
to.
David Gilmour can.
We're getting another thing. David Gilmour learning to fly. People have tried to interpret that song forever and say, like, what's it about? Is it about him taking over the band from Roger Waters? Is that? And then one day he just said, "Nah, I was a pilot and I learned how to fly." Like, oh, okay. So yeah. So David Gilmour is on drugs. That's why he can do one note because he's too busy. In his mind, it's 50 notes, but it's just one. Now, Red, for the last part, if we could try to turn it up a little bit, because we're getting low volume on it and that, so just go up a little higher with it if you could. And then let's try to power through this because this. I hope they get together. I hope Kobe Bryant in heaven one day gets together with Johnny Depp because I hope Johnny Depp dies soon, and then they can do the new song.
All right, here we go.
Wouldn't it be crazy if he died tomorrow? It's like, whoa, Pat has powers. He just killed Johnny Depp. Like,
That'd be some shit.
Yeah, I'd be pretty psyched. Ooh.
What the fuck is happening with the time?
Who's the drummer?
Yeah, what is going? No one can keep a beat in that shit. What the hell?
That was insane. The time went off,
Yeah,
and the
I don't
drummer
know
had
what
to
the
pause
drummer's
and go.
name is. I have no.
They don't have a famous drummer?
They're a super group. How did they not?
Yeah, they spent all their money on the other people.
That's it.
Cooper, Johnny Depp, and Joe. The rest of the group is a revolving door of musicians.
I hope it's Phil Collins.
That'd be some shit.
Yeah, but he's playing Buster. So he's not Phil Collins. He's just Buster from his shit movie. He went high, and that was bad. But worse is them trying to do the background vocals to make him sound better. So they're kind of half-assing the background vocals to make, because they can't out-sing him. Kind of like when you watch like an older white man try to cover his, like Rod Stewart tries to pedal himself out now, and he sings like one of his old songs, and they get younger black women to sing the background. They're like, take it easy. Don't out-sing Rod. Let Rod do his thing. Rod's still sexy. Like, no, he's not.
No.
No, Johnny Depp's high note in this sounded like Kermit the Frog having an orgasm or something.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It was.
Why are there so many?
You know
Rainbow.
I'm just now. I played you guys. I played you guys the official video for that off YouTube, and the video is 4 minutes and 35 seconds. The rest of this song, it is just tour footage and solo work. Like the rest of the song is just solo, like instrumental shit. It's not even any more music. So
That's, you know what? That was a smart call.
Play it off Spotify. Well, I was gonna play it off of Spotify, and Spotify's version is like 3 minutes 45. I'm at 3:25 now, so
I
the
think
song
we did
is
it.
pretty much over.
Yeah, we did
A
it.
lot of instrumental. You know what I mean? So,
All right, they're both terrible. But if I was gonna pick one that's worse, I have to go with Reds, and the only reason why is because there's real musicians in it. It's like if you said to me, Pat, you're watching the Special Olympics, and this game is terrible, and I'm like, well, yeah, because they're both retarded. Kobe Bryant and Tyra Banks are retarded. They're not supposed to be singing and doing anything together.
Okay.
But if you said, okay, they're all retarded, but one of them is just dyslexic, and I'm like, well, he better be dunking because he just can't read. And Joe Perry is the dyslexic black kid who's playing with the retarded people and dunking on them, but he's not really dunking. He's just doing layups and once in a while missing a couple shots. So to me, that's disappointing that if you're going to call yourself a super group, you better sound super. And if you're going to be a super group and then choose something like Bowie, you can't half fucking ass it. Now, I hate to bring up the same person again, but when I do comedy on Thursdays at this casino, when we're doing comedy in the other room is karaoke. And sometimes a big fat white guy will walk up and sing Whitney Houston. And I'm like, no, dude, don't do it. You can't sing Luther. You can't sing Whitney. There's certain things you can't cover when you're a big fat white guy. And all of a sudden you hear, if, You're like, oh, no. And it's like, what are you doing? So why are they choosing Bowie? There's so many things you could pick. Willie Nelson. Pick something you can do on your own. Just cover something stupid. Do All the Girls I Loved Before. That'd be funny for Johnny Depp and Joe Perry to sing that.
That would be good.
That's the thing. That's what the only reason why I picked. They're both fucking awful, but I had no expectations. The second you tell me I got Joe Perry and Alice Cooper in a revolving door of great musicians, and I hear a 7th grade band playing, I'm like, this stinks.
You know, you're right. I can respectfully bow down to that. And, you know, Red came into this episode all upset. Like, I got the worst, or I got the best side. You didn't think you were going to win this one tonight, Red. So.
No, Red was being a salesman. We could read that shit right away. He's like, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do. By the way, here's Johnny Depp sucking.
No, when we first started out, normally when we do stuff like this, Brandon goes with Hulk Hogan or Eddie Murphy or something like that, Bruce Willis or whatever. So I knew whatever Brandon was going to bring was going to be off the wall. But it's always a sports celebrity. He doesn't stick with, I guess he does kind of stick with one. He's always doing sports celebrities instead of just celebrities in general.
Mean,
so.
Look, I've
expected it, but then
if you want to level the playing field and go with actors, I've got a fucking solo album by Brie Larson ready to go. I've got it ready to fucking, like, that was gonna be my choice. If he came out with Kobe Bryant, I was gonna bring Brie Larson because she tried to come out with a pop album, and I shit you not, I looked into this. There were only 3,000 copies of this album ever sold.
Is she that bad?
It's that bad. Well, you want to hear it? I mean,
no.
It's not in the right.
No, I don't. Some things should be left to the imagination because I actually do enjoy her acting, and I don't want to hate her.
Well, it's like Brie Larson trying to do Hannah Montana. It's it's awful.
That sounds bad because even Hannah Montana's really Miley Cyrus trying to do Hannah Montana because that's not a real person. So that's for someone to play someone. That's what you should do one time. Next time I come on, we're going to pick Nickelodeon stars from their soundtracks from their TV shows because there's so many of them. Nickelodeon or Disney, the ones that all made their songs. You can either, you can pick Hilary Duff or any of them, or even like Ashley Simpson because she was on Phineas and Ferb. Anyone from Disney or Nickelodeon's albums where they have to cut a song together, we have to choose that.
Oh, we could totally do that.
Yes. And then at the end, whoever loses gets molested by Dan Schneider.
I mean, that's a little rough, but do what we got to do,
It already happened to them. That's how they got the spot in the first place. Guys, tell people where they can hear your show, where to follow you, all that. Thank you for doing it, man.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for having us on. All the audio issues aside and shit. You guys can check us out. Every Friday, new episodes come out wherever you listen to the podcast. Shitty Song of the Week. Go to our Twitter page, twitter.com/shittysongpod. Follow us there. You can send us suggestions for songs that you want us to tear apart. If you like what we do, go to our Patreon, patreon.com/SSOTW. Sign up and become a glutton for punishment to get access to tons of bonus content each and every month.
And then, Red, you can say something 12 minutes later.
Yeah. Well, it's not normally that bad.
Yeah.
No, never.
Shitty Song of the Week.
So everyone knows. Usually their audio is amazing.
I did get new internet.
Oh, God damn it.
Please check out the show. I'm telling you guys, it's one of my favorite. Go if you want to hear me on it. I've done 2 episodes on there. The one I'm going to be on is you said it's coming out this week, so it'll be coming out on Friday. So please check that. This will be coming out for everybody. Your episode would have dropped with me on you before this dropped. This is going to drop to everybody next week, but it'll be on my Patreon earlier. But guys, thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate it. And by the way, they're going to with all the songs they do the shitty song of the year. Where there's a big battle, and it's going to be all the terrible things they've listened to. And now these poor people have to go through all this shit and find the best piece of corn in this shit, the worst thing there is, which is funny because it might be corn.
Exactly. Because each episode comes out, we put the poll out on Twitter where you guys get to decide. It's not the guests that does, the listeners decide which song is the shitty song of the week, and then all those winners, we compile them up and we do a bracket style March Madness sort of showdown all through the month of December to try to figure out what song is the shittiest song of 2020. Nice. We got a golden shit trophy for it and everything. I'm fucking excited. This is gonna be a huge event.
Okay. Guys, thank you so much for coming on, Red, Brandon. I really appreciate it, and I hope everybody goes check out your podcast because I love being on there.
Thanks,
so,
buddy.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us.
No problem.